Blocks created in the capital letter T at the back of your mat. One block at its medium height sideways, and then the other one's going to be long and fall between your shoulder blades. Take your time to lie back on your props. Head rests completely, and then the block that's between your shoulder blades, not too high, not too low. Legs can take any shape, maybe long, or you could come into Baddha Konasana legs as well to kind of open up the hip flexors. And we'll just spend some really mindful time to settle in here, to arrive on your mat, to detach from your day, anything that's happened before this moment in time. Just kind of closing the door on any events or any stress or any energies that you picked up along the way that you don't need to or want to carry anymore. Letting any spinning going on in the head just slow and steady and quiet. Allowing the body to rest completely as well. We do that by allowing ourselves to get really grounded. Release any fidgets, any tension in the body, and step into stillness, and then become the observer, how we're feeling, what we're experiencing. And then we pause with all of that. So just take a few moments to let yourself settle and be still. Eyes are softly closed if you've not yet shut them. Soften here the space between your eyes, the space above your eyes, as well as the space below. Here, allow your cheeks to fall heavy towards your jawline, and then unclench your jaw here, removing your top teeth from your bottom teeth. Lighten the pressure of your tongue as it rests against the roof of your mouth. Allow the block underneath the back of your head to fully hold and support your weight. And maybe here you even draw your chin slightly towards your chest to lengthen out the back of your neck so that your cervical spine can get a little bit longer. Bring your awareness to the yoga block that rests between your shoulder blades. Can you almost allow your shoulders to engulf the block and wrap around its edges, creating a little bit more space in the front line of your shoulders, a little bit more space between your collarbones, a little bit more room in your chest to breathe really deeply in through your nose and out through your nose. Slowing down here, let's really connect to that breath. So take a full breath in and begin to fill your lungs. Fill and expand your belly. Really long, complete breath out, just allowing every last sip of air to leave your lungs before you breathe in again. Slowly and fully. And breathe out again, completely. Take a few moments here just to stay with the breath, to connect to the sound of the breath, the feel of the breath, using this time to focus only on you and what's happening right now. And what's happening right now is just inhales and exhales. And by focusing full awareness on this present moment, you can fully detach from anything that lies off the four corners of your yoga mat. Just a few more moments here. Came across a quote the other day that really resonated with me this week and really of course, made me think of my yoga mat and the experience that happens on the yoga mat. It's called Being, author unknown. It says, today I trust that just being is enough. Rather than making myself crazy and tired by trying to figure out the answer or see the picture or work out how it will all work out, I choose instead to focus my energy on staying present, enjoying each moment as it presents itself. I open my eyes to life as it is right now. I know the gift of clarity will come when the time is right. There's a sense of trust in that quote and a practice of present felt in that quote. Presence. A hard thing to come by when we're multitasking and taking care of other people and going and doing. But here on your mat, we get to take off all of those hats that we wear all day long. Set aside all the responsibilities we typically have and really just spend this time just being, with no worries of the future or thoughts of the past. This hour is yours just to be. Stay here in this shape for as long as you would like to. If you are ready to move, take your time. Bend your knees, plant your feet, roll off your yoga blocks to either side, and then go back to lying flat on your spine. And just notice all the space that you've created in your chest, neck, and spine. We'll try to keep that space throughout the practice. And if you're playing along with one of my playlists, now's a good time to press play. Once you're on your spine, go ahead and gather your knees into your chest and wrap your arms around your shins. Here, try to feel your whole back body touch down. So the back of your neck all the way to your tailbone, lengthening and creating space between each vertebrae. Let your shoulders fall and then disengage your abdominals so that your tailbone can uncurl on the mat. Now, as you inhale, take a big expansive stretch, a good morning stretch, arms overhead, toes forward. Really lengthen from fingers to toes. And let's take Banana Asana to the right. So reach the arms over to the back right corner of your yoga mat. Reach your feet to the top right corner of your yoga mat. You could intensify the stretch by taking your right hand and wrapping it around your left wrist. You could cross your left ankle over your right. Both hips are down. Both shoulder blades are down. Eyes still closed, preferably to stay inward. And let's take a big breath in. Fill and expand the left side ribs. And a big breath out. Release into star pose. Take a big inhale and expand. Legs out wide, arms out wide, a big open shape. And now let's take our Banana Asana to the other side. So the legs go to the top left corner of your yoga mat, the arms to the back left corner of your yoga mat, creating a full side body stretch. You could wrap left wrist around, left hand around right wrist. You could cross right ankle over left. Fill and expand the right side body. Take a full inhale here. And a complete exhale here. Once again, we'll release into star pose. Take your big inhalation as you expand. And as you exhale, gather your knees to your chest once again. Let's fall into the fetal position on the right hand side. Taking a moment just to pause, rest your right ear on your right bicep. The shape symbolic of new starts and new beginnings. So however your day began, whatever happened before this moment, can you start over here and now? Take your time, press yourself up to a comfortable seat in Sukhasana. We'll sit up nice and tall, grounded through the sit bones, lengthen through the crown of your head. Take a full inhale and sweep and stretch your arms up overhead, let your palms connect. Exhale, gather your hands to your heart. Hold your eyes closed and take a moment to set any intention that you have for the time that you've gifted yourself on your yoga mat, this time that you've carved out of your day just for you. How can you soak up this time that's all yours just to be? And let's set and seal our intentions together with breath, practicing as a community. Take a full inhale here. Part your lips loud, exhale. Hold your eyes open. Let's shift into tabletop. Plant your palms right underneath your shoulders. Take your knees right underneath your hips, really setting up a sturdy foundation. Shoulders over your wrists, knees right under your hips. And it's an inhale for cow. Let your belly fall, let your heart come forward, your hips are high. Exhale, cat. Push down into your palms, round your spine, chin to chest. Inhale, cow. Belly to the earth. Stretch the front line of your body. Really open the heart. Exhale, cat. Press down to round. With your eyes closed now, you guys, just start to move with breath. This is an intermediate practice. So you as the practitioner know what feels good in the body. And it doesn't come from a space of thought or habit. It comes from a space of intuition. So just start to notice what you're feeling like tonight, what would feel good in the body to create space, to release tension, to feel good. And then do that. Maybe 1 or 2 more rounds of your cat, your cow. Connecting breath to movement. Neutralize your spine when you're ready. Inhale, extend your right heel behind you, 3-legged tabletop. Press energy through the sole of your right foot, lengthen through the crown of your head, really engage the right quadricep. As you exhale, take your right knee to tap your right elbow. There's a gentle shift forward, get into the obliques. Inhale, send your right leg back. Exhale again, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Let's stay here and hold. Take a breath in. Breath out. Plant your right foot outside your right pinky toe for a grounded lizard. So we melt the left hip down in our lizard shape. You could stay right here with your hands on the mat. You could keep your hands on yoga blocks. You could take a little twist. Take the heel of your hand and press the fleshy part of your thigh away and open the chest, leaning back. Release your palms down now. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee off your mat. Step up to Malasana. Left toes out, the heels stay on. It's kind of a turned out position. You're gonna drop your seat here and take your hands to your heart. Shoulders fall. We're really working on lengthening the spine, especially the low spine. Energy through the crown. Soften the breath. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your palms, send your hips to the sky, heel toe your feet back together. Take your hands to your shins now. Inhale, halfway lift, iron out your spine, plug your shoulder blades back towards your hip bones. Exhale, fold completely and deeply over your legs. And then do that again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ragdoll. Now bend your knees a ton. Grab opposite elbows and allow your upper body to pour really heavily over your lower body. This pose is so good for the hamstrings, to create space in the spine between the vertebrae. Really good for releasing any weight that you carry on your shoulders frequently. Any anxieties or thoughts still spinning in the head. Can you just deepen your breath out? Stay with that. Let everything else go. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Ground through your feet now. Inhale, rise to standing, palms connect overhead. Exhale, Samastitihi, hands to your heart. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Swan Diver Bow, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and pause. So I like to take yoga blocks under my hands for this next transition, so that the spine can be really long, really working on the alignment of a halfway lift. You're making number 7 with your body, or a sideways L perhaps. Ground down through the 4 corners of your left foot and just lift the right leg up and back. So a grounded warrior 3, nothing else changes here. Can you drop your right hip down and pull your left hip up, and then actively pull your heart forward so the torso's parallel, really strong here, big inhale. Exhale, low lunge, step the right toes back, drop your right knee, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, breathe your arms up. As you exhale, soften the shoulder blades down and away from your ears. You could take a different arm variation here, interweaving your hands at your low back, and use that grip to really open the chest. Only if you feel stable in the legs and you can still create the space in the front right hip flexor. Inhale, release the arms. Exhale, hands to your yoga mat, three-legged table. Send your left leg back, shifting to the other side. Ground down through your palms. Press energy through the sole of your left foot, really long and lengthen through the crown of your head. Inhale here. Exhale, left knee taps left elbow, using your obliques to find that connection. Inhale, extend the left leg back. Exhale, knee to elbow. And again, inhale, send it back. Exhale, knee to elbow. Let's stay here for a breath in. Breath out, lizard. So softening the right hip down, getting into the psoas. Stay on the palms, grab your blocks if you'd like to, or take that little twist. The heel of your left hand presses the fleshy part of your left knee away. Release your hands now, you guys. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. Take an inhale here. Step up to Balasana, toes are out, heels are in. It's our second time here. If you'd like a different variation, feel free to play with a crow or maybe a bind. Exhale, forward fold, release. Hips high, heel toe, feet back together. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, root to rise. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to your heart. I realize my head is cut off. I'll fix the view here in a moment. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Swan Diver Bow, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Here's where we pause. Grab yoga blocks if you'd like to. Slide the shoulder blades back. Ground down through the right foot now and just lift the left leg effortlessly. Kick through the sole of the left foot, square your hips by dropping the left butt down, pull the right butt up. That's tough, and you'll feel this in your hamstrings. Heart is forward, inhale here. Exhale, low lunge, left toe step back, drop your left knee. Breathe in, Anjaneyasana. And then as you breathe out, drop the shoulders, soften the left hip, really open the heart. You can interlace your hands at your low back. If you took that variation on the other side, feel free. When you're ready to release the grip if you have one, exhale, hands to the mat. There's a change here. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Inhale, step your right foot back to meet your left foot for a high plank pose, Kumbhakasana. Really grounded through the palms now. Drop belly to spine. Drop your hips so they're in line with your shoulders, and then look forward and ahead of your yoga mat. It's a confident stance. Let's take a big breath in, maybe shifting forward on the tippy toes, and a big breath out. And again, inhale. Strong exhale. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga all the way to the belly. Take your time. Once you land, inhale, baby cobra bhujangasana. So lift your chest without the use of your hands. Elbows draw towards one another, gazing down and ahead to the back of the neck. The cervical spine is long. Press through the tops of your feet. Another inhale here. Exhale, lower the heart back to the mat. Press up to your high plank or table. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips are high, heels are low. Start first one, you guys, get cozy here. For you, that could mean pedaling your legs, bending one knee, bend the other. That could mean some really nice and needed stillness. You choose. Let's take a breath in here together, and a breath out. Inhale, bend your knees and gaze forward towards your thumbs. Exhale, step or jump your feet to your hands at the top of your yoga mat. Come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, rise to standing. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart, Samasthiti. Let's flow, Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, Swan Diver Bow, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, Chaturanga Nandasana. Plant your palms, step or jump your toes back, high to low plank, that hover. Good, inhale, upward facing dog. Straighten your arms, draw your shoulders back. Exhale, hips high, heels low. Downward facing dog. Hip reset, breathe in. And breathe out. Let's keep going. Inhale, bend your knees and gaze forward. Exhale, step, jump, hop to the top to your fold. Inhale, half lift. Move with breath. Exhale, fold completely. Inhale, rise. Urdhva Hastasana, palms connect. Exhale, Samastitihi, hands to heart. Keep going. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga, plant your palms, travel back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Draw your shoulder blades back, back, back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Final round through, breathe in, hip reset. Breathe out, empty completely. Inhale, bend your knees and gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise, Urdhva Hastasana, grow tall, strong, confident here. Hands to heart, exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, Urdhva. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, half lift. Breathe out, Chaturanga. Take it back. Down dog is where we'll meet. You can skip every single push-up tonight. This is your time to just be. So whatever you need from that time, make sure you find that by taking mindful movements. Inhale, bend your knees and gaze forward. Exhale, go there, travel there, forward fold, top of the space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, chin to chest. Big toes touch now. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink your hips back. Shins touch, knees touch, thighs really engaged and together. And then see if you can take any arch out of your low back by drawing the pelvis under just slightly. You'll feel the low belly pull in and up from that little action. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, maybe you effortlessly sink a little bit deeper. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Breathe in, halfway lift now. Exhale, Chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog, lift and open your heart, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, float your right heel high, three-legged downward facing dog, keeping the hips square. Exhale, low lunge, step between your palms. Warrior one, inhale, rise. Just one breath here, you guys, really strong at the top of the inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. You can take your Ekapada, that just means one-footed. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel floats high. Exhale, lunge. Step your left foot between your palms. Warrior one, inhale, rise. Exhale, take it back, down dog. Once you hit down dog, breathe in and breathe out. And again, big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, float your right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Step between your palms. Warrior one, rise. Exhale, airplane your arms. So sweep your arms back. Hover your upper body over your right thigh. Now there's a gentle shift here of the right ribs up and the left ribs down. And the arms are really actively reaching to the back of your yoga mat. Now clasp your hands together. Inhale, press your hands down and lift your chest up. Exhale, humbled warrior bow. So now fold down the center line of your right leg. Let your arms just spill. This shape is all about surrender. So we're folding towards the mat without the use of our hands. There might be some resistance here. Can you lighten any grip you find in this shape? Inhale, warrior two. Release the grip and open your arms. Stretch your wings, right fingertips forward, left fingertips back. So you have a nice deep bend in the right lunge. Left foot is flat on an angle, and find that really strong gaze past your right fingertips. Settle the breath here. Lighten your shoulders here. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, side angle pose. Elbow to your thigh or your fingertips to the mat, and then lean your chest back. So if it were sunny out, could you get some sunshine on the outer right ribs? And then from here, feel free to bind or half bind your arms if that helps you create more space in the chest. Maybe you can deepen your strong lunge here just a smidge. Reverse triangle, big inhale, straighten the right leg, reach the right arm up, 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 and back. Create space from the fingertips through the ribs, all the way to the grounded right foot. Now move into that space. Exhale, triangle pose. Bump your hips back and lengthen your spine, reaching for the wall ahead of you. Now open your arms to 6 and 12. Send your hips forward and lightly lean the shoulders back. I like to think about lengthening the right side waist here. Bend in, inhale, reverse warrior, sweep up, sweep back. Exhale, low lunge, hands meet your mat, three-legged downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right heel high, listen close. Exhale, take your right knee to tap your left elbow under the body, shift forward into a plank. Inhale, send it high. Exhale, core plank, knee to nose, round your spine, press the mat away. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, stay, hold, breathe for an inhale. As you exhale, step into your lizard, right foot right outside the mat. This time we keep it active. Inhale, float the right arm up. Exhale, horizon lunge. So now all 10 toes turn towards the long edge of your mat. The right arm reaches towards the back, short edge of your mat. Inhale, rainbow shape your body. Send your hips higher, right arm overhead. Exhale, lower to a hover. Inhale, rainbow shape your body up and overhead. The hips are high. Use the left oblique. Exhale, lower. There's a change here, you guys. Inhale, reach up and overhead. Plant your right palm, fly to standing half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. So the right hand could hold onto a yoga block. Left fingertips reach, reach, reach towards the ceiling, and then lean back. And let your limbs help you here. So really activate the left foot. Really reach through the left fingertips. And then there's no expectations in this shape, just enjoy being in it. Listen to the breath. One more inhale. Exhale, grounded warrior three. So we worked on this before. Feel free to grab your yoga blocks. I'm just gonna hop back a smidge. My chair, I feel like it's moved. I'm here all the time and I don't always hit it today, yes. So kick through the left heel, pull your heart forward, take an inhale, drop the hips to be square. Exhale, Jiva squat, get really low. Tap the right ankle with the left, drop your booty. Come back to your grounded warrior three. So there's some control there to create that strong capital letter T. Now listen close, as you exhale, take your left foot behind and around your right. So your pinky toes touch. My right leg is crossed tightly over my left leg. Grab blocks if you can't touch the mat. Bend into your right knee and send your left hip back. Let your head just hang. Long breaths out here. Soften the back of your neck here. On your fingertips, inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Ground down through your feet. They have you. Inhale, rise to standing. Now as you exhale, take your right elbow to your right rib, palm to the sky. Pick up your right knee and draw it towards your chest. We'll take dancer's pose from here, Natarajasana. Grab the inside of your right foot, nudge your knees back together like bookends. So you could stay here and get a nice quadricep stretch in the right leg, or begin to kick into your right hand and simultaneously reach the left fingertips forward. Maybe circle back to that feeling of the open hearts that you created on your yoga blocks and our supportive fish at the start of practice, and try to embody that here. Effortlessly open to possibilities. One-legged Tadasana. Release, nice and slow. Exhale, fly, warrior three, teeter-totter. The upper body down to be parallel to the mat. Right leg kicks back, fingertips reach towards the right heel. Take a big inhale here, not here very long. Exhale, low lunge, land. Wild thing. Left toes spin around to land on the outside of your mat. Now lift your hips and your heart. Beautiful back bend. Gaze down. Left hand touches down. We're taking fallen triangle. Left leg comes through to the blade edge of the left foot. Hips rise, heart open once again. Want a challenge? Lift your left leg. Side plank. Vashisthasana, look down. Right hand plants. Left arm lifts. Swivel on the feet. Hips high. And maybe you take a different variation with the legs. Not here very long. Just an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Let's take it back. Downward facing dog. Breathe there. It resets once you arrive there. Maybe loud exhales. Perhaps a child's pose. Maybe you grab a sip of water or just close your eyes. Tap back in. What was the intention you set not too long ago? Are you still practicing holding that intention? Let's keep going. Inhale, float your left heel high. Exhale, lunge, step between your thumbs. Warrior one, rise. So in our warrior one, our hip bones are squared forward. You're still on the blade edge of the right foot. Biceps are up to frame the ears. Exhale, airplane your arms, sweep your arms back. Hover really strong over the left leg. Hands are actively reaching towards your back foot. Crown of your head actively reaching forward. Now interweave your hands at your low back. Press them down. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, humbled warrior bow. Now just let the arms spill. Let the head hang. Your feet, your anchors have you here. So let everything else surrender. Inhale, warrior two, ground through the feet, use your core to rise, open the chest, now spread your wings. I like to think in this pose to hug muscle to bone, to think about pressing down on something firm like cement with the hands, to really activate the arms. And then the shoulder blades drop an inch away from your ears and then maybe another inch away from your ears. Exhale, side angle pose, left elbow to your thigh or your fingertips to your yoga mat. Now lean the chest back. You could bind, half bind. You could take the left hand down and open the arms to 6 and 12. Whatever can allow the outer left ribs to be exposed to the ceiling, the sun. Take that variation. Ground down through your feet. Inhale, reverse triangle. Now sweep up, straighten the left leg, reach the left arm up, 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 and back. The right hand is really lightly rested. Exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Bump your hips back and lengthen your spine. And then once you can't lengthen your spine anymore, open your arms to 6 and 12. So not important to touch the floor here, especially if it causes you to round in. You'd rather be lifted and lengthened and open. And able to breathe. Reverse warrior. Bend your left knee. Inhale, stretch up, stretch back. Here we go. Exhale, hands to your yoga mat. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Breathe your left heel to the sky. Exhale, left knee taps right elbow under the body. Shift forward. Inhale, send it up. Exhale, knee to nose. Round your spine, chin up, chest round. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Stay and pause for the inhale. And as you exhale, step your left foot outside your left hand for an active lizard. Inhale, stretch left arm up and open. Little twist. Exhale, horizon lunge. Now watch your left hand reach back towards the short edge of your yoga mat. Hips get low. Inhale, rainbow shape your body. Hips high, left arm overhead. Exhale, lower to your hover. And again, inhale, reach up, reach over. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up and overhead. Here's the change. Exhale, Ardha Chandrasana, standing half moon, left toes turn forward, left hand to a block, fly off your right leg. Right fingertips reach to the sky. So really active through the right foot, hip stack, shoulder stack, lean back. Maybe you take Chapasana here, sugar cane. You could reach so much with the right hand that the left hand gets lighter and hovers perhaps. One more in breath. Exhale, grounded warrior three. Look down now, square your hips. You could grab your blocks, rotate the right pinky toe down. I like to hop to be in the center of my yoga mat. Don't know why, not necessary. But let's here refine the alignment. Send the heart forward, kick, kick, kick through the right foot. Inhale. Exhale, Jiva squat, get low. Tap the left ankle with the right, drop your hips. Inhale with control, back to your warrior three or grounded warrior three. Exhale, step your right foot behind and around your left. So now your pinky toes touch. Left leg is crossed over right leg. And I'm gonna bend my left knee here to send my right hip back more, and you should feel this even more in your gluteus medius. That outer butt, let the head hang. On the fingertips, inhale, lift your heart halfway. Exhale, fold, really grounded through the feet now. Inhale, rise to standing. Take your time, move slow with control. Once you get to the top, as you exhale, take your left elbow to your left rib cage, palm to the sky. Pull your left knee to your chest for Nadarajasana, dancer's pose. Send your left leg back, grab a hold of your left foot from the inside, and then nudge your knees back together to touch. Pelvis comes forward slightly. You can feel that quadricep stretch. Stay here or begin to kick into your hand, reach your right arm forward, heart is open. And explore your dancer shape. Maybe there's some wobbles, but just enjoy being, breathing, whatever it looks like, not important. One-legged Tadasana, return to center, big inhale, exhale, fly. Your warrior three, send the left leg back, teeter-totter your upper body down, reach your fingertips to chase your left heel, heart comes forward. Take your big inhale here. Exhale, low lunge, land. Wild thing, right toes has been around. On the ball mount of the right foot, now lift your hips, lift your heart really open. Gaze down. Let's take this to fallen triangle. Right palm plant, send your right leg through, landing on the blade edge of the right foot, lift the hips, lift the heart. Side plank, Vashisthasana, left hand down, open up to the right. Send the right arm up. Step your right hip on your left hip, your right shoulder on your left shoulder, and breathe. Chaturanga, whenever you're ready to, palms plant, we'll meet back in down dog. We have one final standing flow, so take what you need before we move there. Really important, mindful reset button. Here we go. Inhale, bend your knees and gaze forward. Exhale, step or jump your feet to your hands, fold at the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. The big toes touch. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, airplane your arms, sweep them back, hover over your thighs. Come back to your chair, inhale. Exhale, airplane your arms, maybe elevate off the heels, fly into your drinking bird. You're on the tippy toes now. Lots of balance involved here. Engage the inner thighs. Inhale, back to chair, let your palms meet. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Hook your left elbow outside your right thigh, using your hands to rotate the chest to meet the thumbs. The exhales are such a big component of the shape. When you breathe out and eliminate the air from your belly, you have more room to twist. Also so symbolic of just releasing anything you don't need to carry anymore. Forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Step your left toes back. Exhale, low lunge, three-legged down dog. Inhale, send your right heel high. Now walk your hands back to your left foot, taking your standing splits at the back of your yoga mat. So just dive in here. Standing splits doesn't have to look like a splits. Mine does not look like a splits. You're just folding over the left leg, creating some ease through the spine. And then the right leg elevates as high as it wants to go. We have one more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, right toes meet your left toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Rise to standing. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Let's grab left wrist with right hand for a standing banana pose, standing crescent moon. Reach over to the right. Hips go to the left. Come back to the center. As you exhale, cactus your arms, pull your left knee to your chest. Let's take Eagle Garlandasana. Left leg over right, left arm under right. Cross the elbows and your wrists. So you're all bound up here. If the shoulders don't allow for that, just wrap in a tight hug. We'll pull the elbows up and drop the shoulder blades down. Slow the breath. Unclench your jaw here. One final round of breath. Keep your arms now. Take your time. Unravel the legs. Left knee to your chest. Kick and extend your left foot forward. Like you could footprint the wall ahead of you, but try not to tuck the pelvis. Keep drawing your low belly up. Take an inhale here. Exhale, step on your left foot as far forward as it will go. Take pyramid legs. Inhale, unravel the arms. Exhale, pyramid pose. Fold over your left leg. And then refine here. Pull your left butt up, drop your right butt down. Let your head just hang. Pyramid, we're getting into the hamstrings, especially on the left leg. But if you ground down through the right foot, how does the shape feel different? If you can't touch the ground, it's a good time to grab those yoga blocks. Keep your right hand grounded, maybe elevate onto the fingertips. Take your left hand to your left hip now. Inhale, lengthen out your spine. Draw your left hip crease back. Exhale, revolve, triangle Parivrtta Trikonasana, rotate to the left. And maybe here you stretch left arm upward. Keep it on the hip for stability. But every inhale, you're lengthening your spine. And every exhale, you're rotating ever so slightly, bringing out, twisting. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Walk your hands to the right, toes are in, heels are out. Get upside down. Let that head just hang. The weight is forward in the toes. Lengthen your exhales. You guys, last round of breath here. Halfway lift, big inhale. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your mat. Take a vinyasa or skip it. Second to last opportunity to flow. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, bend your knees and gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your space, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Here we go. Inhale, chair pose. Utkatasana, big toes touch. There's that sliver of space between the heels. Exhale, airplane your arms, sweep them back, cover over your thighs. Inhale, back to your chair. Exhale, airplane your arms, maybe drinking bird, coming up off the heels, fly. Inhale, chair, palms connect. Exhale, prayer twist now to the left. With your right elbow outside your left thigh, use your hands. Rotate here, the outer right ribs to chase your thumbs. Use your exhales to create space, deeper space to move into. Last round. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge, right toes, step back. Three-legged down dog. Inhale, send your left heel high. Walk your hands back to your right foot, one paw print at a time, until you're in your standing splits at the back of your mat, left leg is really just allowing the upper body get a little heavier, fold a little deeper. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, left toes meet your right toes. Halfway lift here. Forward fold here. Rise to standing. Inhale, Urdhva. Grab your right wrist now. Exhale, your side body stretch up and over to the left. Back through center, inhale. Stand on the left. Exhale, cactus your arms. Pull your right knee to your chest for eagle pose, Garlandasana. Wrap your right leg over your left and then Leave your right arm under your left. Cross up the elbows and the wrists. Let's pull elbows up, drop your shoulders down. A really compressive shape. The goal is to create peace, even when it feels like everything is a little strained, everything is challenging, maybe all bound up, maybe a little wobbly. Can you just breathe through it all? Just be through it all. Keep your arms, take your time, draw your right knee to your chest, one-legged Tadasana. Now kick and extend the right foot forward without shifting the spine. Hold strong through your core and press like crazy through the sole of your foot. Take an inhale here, lift high. Exhale, step forward on your right foot, pyramid legs. Inhale, unravel the arms. Exhale, pyramid pose, fold over your right leg. Little shift here, pull your right hip up, drop your left hip down, let your head just hang. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Left hand stays where it is. Take your right hand to your right hip and drop back. And now as you exhale, come into revolved triangle, Parivrita Trikonasana. Stack your right shoulder on your left, but keep the hips square to the ground. I like to keep my hand here on the hip to keep lengthening the spine and keeping the right hip from dropping down. That's what it likes to do. Let's exhale, Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Walk your hands to the left, toes turn in, heels turn out. Now this time around, feel free to take a chest expansion. You could interweave the hands at the low back and let them just spill. Shorter time here, you guys, just 2 more rounds of breath. Release your hands when ready. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your space. Take it back through a vinyasa, our final one here. Once you land in your downward facing dog, drop into a child's pose. Take your knees wide. Let your big toes touch. Your hips sink back towards your heels. Let your forehead touch down. Just a pause here to reset and to slow down. And you listen for your lengthened inhales here. Really fill up. Your lengthened exhales here. When you guys are ready, come back into tabletop. Let's exhale into downward facing dog. We'll come into pigeon. On the right, Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. So float your right heel high. You could bend your knee and stack your hips open if you'd like to, or just come straight into your pigeon. So the right knee towards the right wrist, the left leg is straight back. Lift the chest here, and perhaps you come onto the forearms. You might like a yoga block underneath the right hip. You don't want to be resting over onto the right hip. And then notice right away, once we get into this really deep hip opener, if you start to reincorporate tension or gripping in the body. Can you soften each finger on each hand? Unclench your jaw. And then slow your breath. As we move through anything that's built up in the tissues and the joints, especially in the hips where we carry so much. Use this time and these breaths to be with whatever comes up, really gently breathing through it. Final round of breath. Press into your palms and lift your chest. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, send your right leg up, three-legged down dog. You could find some movements here. And And as effortlessly as possible, switch it out, left heel high. Feel free to bend your knee and stack your hips open. You could even flip your dog if you'd like to, but ultimately we're coming into our left side pigeon. Lengthen your spine and then begin to melt in. We'll spend just about a minute here, quiet, for you to just breathe. Final 2 breaths. Slowly lift your chest. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, send your left leg back, your 3-legged down dog, any movements you'd like here. And then drop down onto your knees and have a seat. Send your legs forward on your yoga mat for Paschimottanasana. So legs are straight, toes up towards your nose, shimmy your seat, and begin to sweep and extend your arms up. And as you exhale, dive up and over your legs. Let your hands just land anywhere. And then a moment to refine. Pull your heart through your toes. Inhale. Chin to chest. Soften. Exhale. And just stay and breathe. Deepening your exhalations. Close your eyes. Begin to restack your spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Lift your chest, bend your knees, plant your feet, and lower yourself all the way down to your yoga mat once again. And from here, we'll take 1 round of traditional bridge. Take your palms down by your sides. Knees are bent, feet are planted. Exhale here. Inhale, lift your hips as high as your knees. You could begin to shimmy your arms underneath you and press your straight arms down to lift your hips high, but disengage your glutes. Take another in-breath here. And then exhale, begin to lower the hips back down. Gather your knees into your chest. Give them a squeeze. And exhale, spinal twist to the right. Let your knees fall to the right. See your arms and gaze to the left. Roll back to your spine with your knees into your chest. And now let them fall over to the left-hand side. Gaze to the right. Eyes are closed now. Go within. Come on back through center. Take a happy baby shape. Grab the blade edges of your feet. Draw your knees outside your ribs. Allowing your arms to be really heavy so they can help draw the knees further towards the mat. And you can sway here side to side. That might feel good. Or some stillness might feel better. You choose. Let the tailbones uncurl. The shoulders are heavy. Knees to chest. A final squeeze here. Inhale. Exhale. Shavasana. Legs are long. Palms up by the sides. Get cozy in this shape. You could take blocks under your knees. You could find a wall and do legs up the wall. But wherever you land, let yourself truly land and rest completely, fully grounded. Each part of your back body rests heavily. The earth has you here. And I encourage you to stay here and close your eyes and just enjoy this peace and quiet and stillness for as long as you have. I'll leave you in Shavasana, but I'll leave you with this quote. What I am is what I should be. I am enough now. What I feel is what I should feel. I feel enough now. What I do is what I should do. I do enough now. What I love is what I should love. I love enough now. What I express is what I should express. I express enough now. What I see is what I should see. I see enough now. What I understand is what I should understand. I understand enough now. And so it is. I am enough. Thank you so much for joining me. Blessings on your journey. Namaste.